Good morning.
Good morning,
Good
Scott.
morning.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Morning, Superintendent. Morning, Judge.
Can you all hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Is that you, Scott? Yep.
I can hear you.
Very good. Thank you. I'm having trouble with my audio.
Well, good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Good morning.
It looks like everyone is present, and we have a short agenda. So why don't we go ahead and call our meeting to order? Looks like all commissioners are present. And we have approval of the minutes from our last meeting of June 22nd. If there's a motion for approval.
I'll make that a motion.
Thank you, Judge.
I'll second.
Thank you, Mr. Superintendent. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Minutes are approved. Scott, we
I'm
have
sorry, Mayor. Didn't mean to step on you there.
No, that's fine. Just we have a special called meeting with one agenda item, primarily one agenda item. And Scott, we appreciate, I think your detailed information about the meeting, the options, and your recommendation. So I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you all for coming together here on short notice. And I know the superintendent has another commitment, so we'll work through these couple of items here real quick. One quick note on the minutes. You'll notice that Pam Jones, our admin, has signed this as prepared by per our last meeting discussion. And there's a space for the GSCRC secretary, which is Superintendent Parker. So starting with this meeting moving forward, since you've approved these minutes, we'll forward that to Superintendent Parker via interoffice mail. He'll sign that and we'll archive it moving forward. That's how we'll handle all the minutes moving forward.
Good. Thank you.
All right, so let's move right into the meat here. We've got the cyber risk policy quotes. I've got the background there. As you mentioned, Mayor, I sent all this out in advance. I'll just briefly summarize. We were successful in our negotiations to try to lower the premium increases this year. You'll see here the original quote from May was all of the quotes were well over 30,000. The new renewal quotes here that we just received are all under 30,000. With the exception of the one with no deductible. And so that's a pretty significant decrease for us there. Couple of notes here on this. We have successfully completed the underwriting process already. So once you make your decision today, I can get with Lewis, get an invoice and get that paid, and we'll be covered for another year. As you probably saw from looking at these options 2 and 3, are the ones that would allow us not to put this out for bid and go ahead and proceed. With the deductible being double between 2 and 3 and the only premium increase being $733, or the only premium decrease by going with the option 2 would be $733. Seems like to me that's a small price to pay for decreasing our deduction expense potential there. So and if we do put it out for bid, we decide to go with option 1, our existing policy will lapse on 7/24. So my recommendation is that we go with new option 2. Number 1, it's below the bidding threshold. Number 2, I can process the payment today. Number 3, will be covered for another year with the only coverage change being the $50,000 deductible. Lewis has assured me that we have the same coverages that we've had every year for the past 4 years since we first purchased this policy. So we'll have the exact same coverage as we always have. The only difference would be a $50,000 deductible. And I added one last thing here also. I would suggest that we preemptively put this out for bid in March of 2023 so that we can go ahead and get this process started early, because these prices will not go down. They will be significantly higher next year, and they will all be over $30,000. So we'll probably go ahead and put that out for bid, have plenty of time to go through the underwriting process and select a vendor next year.
I'd like to make a motion that we go with staff recommendation option 2, new option 2.
Thank you.
I'll,
Judge.
I'll second that.
Thank you, Billy. If there are no questions, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Are there any opposed? That carries. Thank you.
Scott, thanks for your and Jessica's due diligence. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome, sir. Thank you all. And then the second item here associated with this is the one-time expense payment. We're requesting approval of a one-time additional expense payment of $7,422.24. You can see the city, county, school board splits on that. Just a quick reminder, I made some reference here to the prior budget. What we did, if you'll recall from May, I referenced line item 59. This is insurance non-employee. You'll see I flagged this for cyber risk because we were still in negotiations. Footnote 17 references that this is actually covers 3 policies, our GECP, which is our surety bond, our business owners, and our cyber risk. So we left the premium from last year in there. So I just put that in there to point out to you that that's the difference. The new premium less what was already in the budget you approved leaves a deficit of this. So we think the cleanest way to do that is what'll happen is in mid-month when I do your distributions, we'll have our normal monthly budget expense check, and then we'll have this additional one to cover the cost. That's our request.
Was that your motion, Judge?
That I will be happy to motion to approve that. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
I'll second that.
Thank you. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The funding for this decision is approved, Scott. Nice, neat, and tidy.
Yep.
Yes. Thank you all very much. Again, thank you for coming together on short notice. The only other item is our next meeting remains unchanged. It's approximately 3 weeks from now at our normal time of 10 a.m. on Wednesday, July 27th.
Super. Thank you.
I
all
will,
very much.
are we doing that one Zoom or in person?
I think we committed to continue doing Zoom last time.
Okay. Okay. I may have a conflict. We've got a retreat for our admin team in Louisville. So I may have to have somebody sit in for me, but we'll figure it out.
Sounds good.
Yep.
All right. Thank you all very much.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
Oh, we need a motion.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
I'll
Thank
second
you.
the motion.
And we can vote with our mouses.
Thank you.